For me, what I'll just say right now is just remember my name in case something great happens.
On this episode of Women Who Hustle, we travel all the way to beautiful Zambia to meet print journalist Lozaria Lungu. She tells her story of drive, passion, and resilience as she paves the way for future generations by becoming the first in her family to graduate. This is her story.
Very excited to have a chat with you. I've
Yeah.
read quite a bit about you, and I'm like,
Mhm.
wow, she is really phenomenal, powerful. So for you to get here, just tell us a little bit about the story, about your story. Who
Mhm.
are you? Who's Lozaria? Who is Joy?
My full names are Lozaria Lungu. So I am 22 years of age, and my story is quite long, but I'm going to shorten it. So growing up, my parents were always championing education in my family, and so it wasn't something very that came by very easy, because most of my uncles, most of my aunties, and my parents, due to financial difficulties and situations, could not actually continue their education because of the many barriers that they faced
Great.
in their way. And
Mhm.
so for me, it was something that I proposed in my heart from when I was young, to say, I really want to get my degree, finish my university, and just do something different.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
so growing up, hurdles also came along the way, because it's, when you want to break through out of
Right.
something, it's really hard. It's not like it will come by easy. There are
Mhm.
going to be hurdles along the way. Um, but I thank God I made it through. To secondary school, that is grade 10 to grade 12. And when I passed, I now had my options to go into university. And so for me, I didn't want any other university but the University of Zambia. For
Mhm.
me, that's where my heart was, that's where I wanted to go.
Mhm.
And so when I tried to apply for the first time, I was rejected. It just broke me down. This is something that I really want, and I'm disappointed. And so I tried again, because the good part with the university is you can appeal the
Mhm.
second time, you're not chosen the first time. And so I appealed for the second time, and I was given admission
Mhm.
into the University of Zambia. But the fees were just too high for me to pay. And so I tried to apply for what we call bursary, which is government sponsorship. The government of the Republic of Zambia sponsors students throughout their academic years. And so the first time I tried to apply, I wasn't given my bursary. The second time, I wasn't given bursary. The third time, I wasn't given bursary. The fourth time, the
Oh
fifth
wow.
time, it was it was really breaking me. Like, I thought, oh my God, when I thought my dream is coming to pass, actually many things are just happening that are not supposed to be happening. Because for other people it was a smooth road. Other people just applied, they got accepted, they applied for bursary, they got their bursary. But for me, it was firstly trying to get through admission, and I didn't get it. And then I had to push, and then I got admission again. I'm trying this thing and it's failing over 5 times. And so it was really hard for me. So I managed to get, I think I got government sponsorship in third year of my university. So which
Okay.
means for my first year and my second year, my parents really had to work hard to pay my tuition fee.
Okay.
And yeah, so in third year and fourth year, I actually got government sponsorship. But after really applying, and I think I applied more than 5 times.
What
Yeah.
made you not give up? What gave you that almost, that push to just keep at it, keep going?
For me, I was set for this journey not for myself, but for the generations behind me, because I wanted to achieve one thing, and that's education in my family. And so, since no one had ever, like 4 generations now, no one had ever gotten a university degree. So for me, I was going to fight for this no matter what, so that the people behind me can get inspired and can just see something. If I could achieve it, they too could achieve it. And so for me, I fought hard, because naturally I'm a fighter. I'll fight until I get something. And also, I did it because I wanted the people behind me to see they can also attain something different. They can also have a landmark and break through things that have never been done in their family. Because I was just trying to lay a foundation for those behind me. And so giving up was not an option. I had to continue going, because if I gave up, I would regret tomorrow for not trying. So I would rather try than give up. I didn't want the frustration that comes out of lack of fulfillment. Live above your failures. Don't give up. Believe in yourself, and always know that something greater is coming your way.
Right, right. That makes so much sense. And as you're talking, I'm just thinking of the whole generational, breaking generational cycles and breaking
Yes.
generational barriers. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure that's where your thought process was.
Yes.
And that now that you've done this, I almost can actually see a whole legion of people following behind you.
Mhm.
So you've gotten to this place, you've applied 6 times, you really want to do this, you want to go to university, you want to break barriers. Through all that, why choose journalism and media?
When choosing my career path, I decided to go for something that I really love, something that I'm passionate about, because I knew I would easily strive in something that I love. Personally, I love to write. I love to read, and so media was just the perfect place for me. And
Mhm.
so I didn't mention this, but also my career journey began when I was 16, actually,
Right.
when I enrolled for a diploma course, and I did journalism uh, in as a diploma. And
Mhm.
so from there, I realized, okay, I want to upgrade my studies
Mhm.
to a degree. And so I thought to myself, actually, many people influenced me around. They told me to do, you can do economics, you can do, these courses with big names, law and what.
Mhm.
But for me, I believe I didn't want the frustration that comes out of lack of fulfillment. Not about me doing it for other people, but it's me doing it for myself, because I love this thing. I love media. I love communication. I love journalism. And so I chose something that I would do and be fulfilled at the end of the day, because it's about my purpose being fulfilled.
That in its own is a mark of strength, a mark of someone who is not going to be moved and shaken by someone else's values, philosophies. It's the mark of a leader, actually, because um, you don't follow.
I just recently represented Zambia at the digital media conference, which has over 360 delegates around the world. And I was a speaker there, and I was speaking about future leaders, media future leaders around the world. And so for me, when I finished, there were so many opportunities that came for me, interviews, especially through my story. I've shared interviews in Nigeria, I've shared interviews here in Zambia, and now with you. And so it has brought me so many opportunities. And even now, I'm an editor for an online magazine. It's called Paysetters. It's a business magazine that writes Zambian narratives of business people who are excelling and doing well in Zambia, and how their stories can actually impact and inspire other people. And so I've been working around editing, writing a lot, and just speaking to people.
What are some of the lessons or some of the things that you can share with us in terms of motivating someone who might be in the same space that you're in and maybe not quite getting to those open doors?
And so my lessons through my journey, firstly, has been I can't suspend God in my journey because He's been my helper, He's been my guider. God has really helped me throughout my journey. So He's been the strength that I've had even when I wanted to give up. And also, secondly, is I've never really known what to give up is. When you reach such a point, move on, because honestly, the things that will come your way are just greater than you. Your thoughts right now can be mediocre, but then if you don't give up, the things that will come your way are mind blowing. You'll be surprised at who's not watching you. And the thing is, the good part about not giving up is you don't know who is watching you.
Right.
And so you don't know when that opportunity will come your way. So keep moving, keep going, and don't give up. Life sometimes throws things at us, but that's to give us strength and to help us know that something greater is coming our way. So for someone out there who is feeling frustrated about their life or feeling frustrated about something that they want to achieve but is not coming, I would say don't give up. And also look out for things that motivate you. Sometimes, we get so demoralized because we listen more to our thoughts. Try to read a book about a woman out there who is inspiring you. Try to listen to podcasts about a woman who is making it in life. Try to read a book. Try to watch a video or a documentary or something. Such things bring you strength, and such things positivity, they create positivity in you even when you're about to realize you're giving up. And so don't just sit there. I feel like even during this point that you're waiting for something, you need to be able to develop yourself, because sometimes our opportunities are just waiting for us to develop ourselves in a certain area. And so when you develop yourself to full capacity, some opportunity will come and you're going to do it perfectly. So while you wait, practice. If you need to be practicing, practice. If you need to read. If you need to listen to someone, listen to someone. If you need a mentor at that point, look for someone you can be talking to and someone that can be inspiring you throughout your journey. But most importantly, don't give up, because if you give up, you won't have a story tomorrow. Just remember my name in case something great happens. Once you learn the art of networking, it will never be hard for you to get what you want.
So you founded, Sangalala, networks. Take me through the story of that. Take me through the story of Sangalala and how it came about.
Sangalala is a Nyanja name. Nyanja is like a language in Zambia. Right. So it's a Nyanja name that means joy or gladness or happiness. And so I founded Sangalala Network when I was in my fourth year of university. And that was when I was approaching 25th September, which is like my 22nd birthday. And so I decided this time I don't want to celebrate my birthday, with friends and whatnot, but I wanted to do it in a different way. And so I founded my own network or organization. So what the organization does is I went to the grassroots. Our first networking was we went to a secondary school and we called our first project One Pain So One Pain, meaning we were championing education in that rural garden compound. And it was children were very responsive. We went and spoke to like the lowest grade. We started from, because we believe if we're able to impact their minds while they're still young, they'll grow up with it and they'll be able to be change makers, and they'll grow up different, even in a polluted environment. That's more about what Sangalala Network does. So it just helps young people, it helps youths realize the importance of education and staying focused and motivated on their journeys and just achieving what they think they can achieve.
Talk about the pandemic, about COVID, and how it's impacted your life, how it's impacted your career, your working life.
When the pandemic began, I actually thought it would just go away after 2 weeks or
Yes,
something.
we all thought that.
But
We
then
all
it just stayed for the longest
yeah.
time. And so I just realized there's a lot of adjustments that need to happen because of what the pandemic brought in. Because for my workspace, it's really been affected because I've had no access to people I have to write about, because most people, I usually prefer to talk to people face to face, but there's usually no contact because people will just give you a phone interview or just want to email you answers. But it's really nice when you're engaging with someone face to face, and so there's nothing like meeting people because of social distancing and whatnot. So I can't usually meet people, so that's affected, like my work culture has really been affected. And also the fact that I can't also have outreaches, because mostly for Sangalalo Network, I would leverage on the fact that schools are open, and most schools would be welcome to the idea of me going to motivate the children and whatnot. But now that schools are closed, and the likelihood of schools opening soon is really slim. So it's really affected the activities that we're supposed to be doing, and our calendar is really distorted because we don't know what will happen next, but then we just hope for the best.
Yeah. So what are the plans? I think, being a very young person, what comes off the top of your head in terms of innovation, especially within your space, especially within the journalism and media side?
So one thing again that I've really leveraged on is networking. Once you learn the art of networking, it will never be hard for you to get what you want, because people are your point of contact. It's not like God will come from heaven and then give you the answers. No, actually, our answers come through people. And so you have to learn the art of networking, because once you network with people, and what I mean by networking is have a group of people around you that can actually help you through your career. And for me, even though I've had difficulties, yes, to talk to people, but then I learned the art of networking. And so every interview is just a call away from me. I'll just call, because these people that I want stories from now know me. So I'll just call them and they'll give me the story because I've learned to network with them. And so I feel like most journalists have to embrace the new normal, but at the same time, they have to learn the skill or art of networking. Once they learn to network with people, it won't be hard for them to get their stories or their have access to their resources, or just do great things. And so it's about networking. Look for people you can be talking to and create that mutual relationship with them, so that they can know it's not just information that you want with them, but you're establishing a relationship that will be beneficial for you. So networking is really important.
With all this networking and these ideas that you have, what are the new things that you have planned? What's the future? What does the future look like for Lozaria?
The future for Lozaria is great.
Yes.
I often tell people, remember my name, because because you never know where God is taking me and the great things that are just coming my way. But my future is all planned out, because I see myself starting actually my own broadcasting, and actually just doing great things in the media. And so for me, what I'll just say right now is just remember my name, in case something great happens.
What is the one thing that you want people to remember from this interview?
Okay, so one thing that I really want someone to remember out of this interview is, firstly, believe in yourself, because when you don't, no one else will. Sometimes not even your parents, not even your friends, not even the closest people to you will ever believe in you or ever believe you can achieve anything. And so it's left up to you to believe in you to become what you want. And so no matter the circumstances or no matter what life throws at you, just believe in yourself. And also don't give up. In life, many things will happen to you and they will discourage you. Actually, they'll make you feel let down, but just don't give up. There's a greater cause to why you wake up every day. Don't think it's a coincidence that you have breath today, meaning you're supposed to achieve something today. And so for you to live, always know it's like grace calling you to live your life above your failures. And so live above your failures, don't give up, believe in yourself, and always know that something greater is coming your way.